When Siddhartha Gautama was born in Lumbini, Nepal in 563 BCE, little did anyone know that he would grow up to become one of the most influential spiritual teachers in history. Siddhartha was born into a royal family and had everything a person could want, yet he was not content. He yearned for a deeper understanding of life and set out on a journey of discovery. After years of study and meditation, Siddhartha attained enlightenment and became known as the Buddha, or Awakened One. The Buddha's teachings are based on his Four Noble Truths, which state that life is suffering, that suffering is caused by attachment, that suffering can be ended by letting go of attachment, and that there is a path to freedom from suffering. The Buddha taught that the way to end suffering is through the Eightfold Path, which includes right understanding, right thought, right speech, right action, right livelihood, right effort, right mindfulness, and right concentration. The Buddha's teachings have helped millions of people find inner peace and happiness. If you are seeking your own journey to enlightenment, here are 10 of the most important things the Buddha taught about happiness. 1. The only way to true happiness is through your own actions. The Buddha taught that happiness does not come from external things like wealth, power, or possessions. Instead, it comes from inner peace and contentment, which can only be attained through your own actions. The Buddha said, You yourself must make the effort. The Buddha can only show the way. 2. You can't control everything that happens to you, but you can control your reactions. No one can control everything that happens in life, but you can control your reactions to the events that occur. The Buddha taught that it's our reactions to the things that happen to us, not the events themselves, that cause suffering. If we can learn to control our reactions, we can find peace in the midst of chaos. 3. Life is full of suffering, but there is a way to end it. The Buddha taught that life is full of suffering, but that there is a way to end it. The way to end suffering is to let go of attachment. Attachment is the root of all suffering, because it leads to crav, ing and desire. When we let go of attachment, we can find peace and contentment. 4. Don't dwell on the past or worry about the future. Live in the present moment. The Buddha taught that dwelling on the past or worrying about the future is a cause of suffering. Instead, we should focus on the present moment. The present moment is all we have, and it's where we can find peace and happiness. 5. Your thoughts create your reality. The Buddha taught that our thoughts create our reality. If we have negative thoughts, we will create a negative reality. If we have positive thoughts, we will create a positive reality. The key to happiness is to focus on thoughts that will create the reality we want. 6. Let go of the need to be perfect. Buddha taught that the need to be perfect is a cause of suffering. We should accept ourselves, and others, as we are. We should also let go of the need for things to be a certain way. When we let go of these unrealistic expectations, we can find peace and happiness. 7. Be kind to yourself and others. The Buddha taught that kindness is the key to happiness. When we are kind to ourselves and others, we create a positive reality. We should also forgive ourselves and others, because everyone makes mistakes. Forgiveness is an important part of the path to happiness. 8. Don't compare yourself to others. The Buddha taught that comparison is the root of suffering. When we compare ourselves to others, we will always find someone who is better than us. This leads to feelings of jealousy and inadequacy. Instead of comparing ourselves to others, we should focus on our own journey. 9. Life is full of change, so don't resist it. The Buddha taught that change is inevitable, and that resisting change is a cause of suffering. Instead of resisting change, we should go with the flow. When we accept change, we can find peace and happiness. 10. Practice mindfulness. The Buddha taught that mindfulness is the key to happiness. Mindfulness is the practice of being present in the moment. When we are mindful, we are aware of our thoughts and emotions, and we don't judge them. We simply observe them and let them go. This allows us to find peace and happiness in the present moment.